Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX. Welcome to your home for Good Clean Gaming. I'm dedicated to bringing you great games that are free of the profanity, nudity, and sexuality that are so common in today's games, and creating a safe space for gamers of all ages to enjoy great video games. If that sounds good to you, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you like this video, you know what to do. With that, let's begin today's video. Hey ladies and gentlemen, Raptor X again, and today we are back in Star Citizen. There is a free fly event going along currently. So the Foundation Festival is going on through the 16th, I believe it is. And as part of that, there are 16 different ships that we, or anyone really who has an RSI account, have access to. And so today I'm going to be taking advantage of that and doing one of the new salvage missions that are available in 319.1. I don't generally have access to the Drake Vulture and will not again until probably 3.20 comes out, because they're going to make them available to purchase in the game at that point. But I'm not paying real money for one of these, as I just don't find salvaging particularly to my liking. However, I have been wanting to get some of these salvage missions done and unlocked because there are some significant rewards that you can get once you've gotten up to the higher level ones. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of atmosphere here. I'm going to pick a salvage mission that's, relatively close to this area. And we're going to go ahead and get some salvaging done. So we'll go ahead and get out of atmosphere here. And we'll see what sort of salvage missions we have here. Looking for one that's kind of close. Let's see here, Crew L4, Her L3, Mick L1, Arc L, okay, and Origin 315p. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. That's going to cost us 1,000 Alpha UEC. And that's just at Mick L1, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into my star map here. And we will pop out to the salvage claim here. Set our quantum travel point to Mick L1. Spool up our quantum drive. And as soon as we break atmosphere here, we should be able to go ahead and jump to that. Something else that I've gotten recently was is the Robert Space Industries Mantis, which is a quantum interdiction ship is the technical term for it. It's essentially a quantum travel snare ship. Which means, and a quantum snare dampener, a quantum travel dampener as well, which basically means that I have the ability now to pull people out of quantum travel, or to prevent them from quantum traveling, which generally leads to either bounty hunting or piracy. So, I'm hoping to get some footage of us doing that, myself and some of the guys from my org, and get some of that done. I've just realized that I don't have the audio coming in from the game, so I'm going to swap to that quickly and get that fixed. Okay, so we are approaching the salvage claim here. Figured I wouldn't make you sit all the way through the quantum travel over here, as the Vulture does not have the best quantum drive on it. And avoid these rocks here. Now, it's not coming, as far as we know, at least in 320, but in the future, we are going to also have the ability with the Vulture to break down ships. So we'll have the hull scraping, where we are, just scraping the hull, the outer layer of metal off of the ship. But then once that's done, and we have vehicle munching or ship munching in the game, we're also going to have the ability to basically take the ship and use it's these red lines here to basically run this thing through a laser cutter and chop up the ship and you know, cut pieces off it, break them up into smaller bits, and end up using them for taking back and selling as either salvage or scrap or whatever it is, and turning them into some cold hard cash. So at that point I may be a little bit more interested in obtaining one of these and maybe doing salvage on a little bit more of a regular basis. Right now we're going to go ahead and first of all we're going to pull up to the back. So we are going really super fast here, so we're going to pull up to the back of this thing. There we go, right there. And there we go. And we'll see here. There we go. That's probably right about perfect, honestly. We want to be able to get pitch up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the engines here. We'll go ahead and climb out of here. And we're going to go ahead and check and see if there is any cargo in the back of here that we can take. Because a lot of times, or at least some of the time, there we go, there is some cargo in the back of these. So I've brought my handy multi-tool. The transition there is generally a bit of a jarring one. Here we go. So there should be open rear cargo bay. There we go. Alright, so unfortunately there is no cargo in the back of this one. So we are just going to be relegated to taking the weapons off of it, the missiles off of it, and then scraping the hull. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll pull out our multi-tool here and start taking the missiles, and I think actually we might even be able to take the missile racks. Okay, so we'll just take the weapons off of here then. One. I didn't want to go. Maybe having some server problems here, honestly. There we go. No, it's just too close. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do the same with that. There we go. And then I think one I thought on the nose here, but apparently one's either been removed or destroyed or something. Oh no, that's a tractor beam mount. Okay, it's just got the 2 on these. It's 315. And I don't think this one's got any sort of components or anything that we can remove as far as like shield generators or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and we'll put these into the back of the Vulture here. It's a size 3 laser cannon there, so should be worth hopefully a few thousand. So it's probably more like a few hundred. So they significantly reduced the value of these when you are selling them as salvaged parts. They're still perfectly usable. Generally, they've just reduced the size of them. Another size, the value of them. Perfect. Alright, so we've got 2 size 3 weapons and 2 size 3 missiles. Size 2 missiles, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and get into our ship. And close the back door here, very good. And we can go ahead and start the salvaging work. So in essence, we are going to go ahead and strip all of the exterior. And considering that it only cost us 1,000 to purchase, this actual mission, we should be able to more than recoup our costs. We'll go ahead and turn on our mining mode. Swap over to the braid scrapers because they are a little bit more efficient at getting stuff out. And we can go ahead and turn on my lights here as well, just so we've got a little bit of a better view. And we can go ahead and start ripping this skin off of this. So we're basically just going to sit here until we, there we go. Something's a bit funny here. There we go, now it's starting to come on. Invalid targets, unfortunately. Swap back to the cinch ones here. They're a little bit smaller, but we should be able to more precisely get this material off of here. So there we go. Go ahead and swap into gimbal mode here. Okay, and we'll turn off head tracking so that we're using the mouse for this. There we go. It's supposed to work. Unfortunately, it's not doing that very well. So. Swap to the underside here. Strip all the remainder off the bottom of it. There's really, unfortunately, not a whole lot of salvage on these. If they are full of ports, or full of portions of it at least, that you can't salvage. So we'll hopefully be able to get one. May not even be able to get one cargo out of this, or one. There we go, perfect. So we got one box, so that's worth 7,000 and change just by itself. Go ahead and wait for this to eject properly in the back there. You just kind of see that with the filler station ejecting here. There we go. That's ready. Now we'll go ahead and start stripping off the rest of the hull here. Basically just looking to make sure that we keep these both valid down here and more or less filled with material. Okay, a little bit more there. Really hoping to get this down to now that everything having been stripped off of it. Unfortunately, it looks like probably not quite going to be able to get the whole thing. There's maybe just a little bit left here. Let me nibble away and get the last of it. Just a little bit left there. I'm not actually getting any like extraction rate from it, so I think this is actually not actually doing anything. Swing around to the underbelly again here just to make sure that we've gotten all of it. There's a little bit. Last little fragments there, so I think that's it. There we go. So we've completed the salvage rights contract up here, and that should open up some more contracts for us to use. Let's see here, salvage. There we go. So that's opened up a whole bunch more we can potentially get into and get some better stuff out of here. Miguel 2, that's a Misk Freelancer. That's actually not a bad one there. We should get some decent amount out of that. It's going to cost us 20,000, of course, to get into that mission. So I'm not going to bother doing that one for today. 350R, Asteroid Collision, Miguel 1. This would be another, 350 is very similar to the 315. That's going to kind of wrap this up for today. I'm going to go ahead and we'll take our salvage and head back to the station. I'm going to go ahead and we'll eject this one piece of salvage, for this one box that we have back here. We'll put onto the cargo grid and see if we can eject the second one that's just got a little bit left. There we go, lock that one in, and then not even eject that one because it's not full. So we'll get about 7,000 and maybe if we're lucky about 10 out of this. We can find a little bit more salvage on the way there or something. But, just a little bit more. Section signature. Scan this quite yet. There's a little piece of something. Alright, well maybe we can. Oh, global century, never mind. That was just watching the claim apparently. Okay, well, we'll go ahead then, and we'll head back to, and this one's, we're going to have to head actually back to New Babbage, because that's the TDD, that's where the TDD is located. So we'll jump back there, and I'll show you a little trick for getting your salvage sold quickly and efficiently, and then we will be done with today's video. So I will pick up as we are coming into New Babbage. Okay, so we have broken atmosphere here at New Babbage, and instead of flying out to the spaceport, which of course is an option, it's just right over there, you can kind of find it by the little castle-shaped look to it. Instead of doing that, we're going to do something a little tricky here. And we are going to fly over to these 4 little lighted circle things over here. And just outside there, just kind of right here next to this one, there's actually, you might even be able to see it from here, there's a little ramp leading up to there from this icy area, and there's actually a outside entrance that you can get up into one of those buildings directly from the outside, which means no landing at the spaceport, having to stow your ship, get into the little transit capsule or whatever, and ride all the way over here to the TDD and the business district, so to speak, the Commons. It's a much shorter trip, much easier to get in and out. To the point that I very rarely go to the spaceport anymore in New Babbage, and it's honestly made New Babbage one of my new favorite zones to go to because it's very easy to get in and out of the Commons. And unless you are changing out something on your ship where you need to actually store it, everything can be loaded and unloaded from right here outside this little landing zone. So we're going to go ahead and pop over here, and we do want to make sure that we're landing with the tail end of the ship to the rear of, on the down slope of the ramp, so to speak, because if you park the wrong way, you can end up with your tail ramp up in the air and be unable to get in or out of your ship. Oh well, you can get out, you can't get back into it. Because you've got the ramp's too high, and gravity on Microtech is a full Earth gravity. So it's always better, I find, to come in, just land with the tail end downhill, like so. Alright, go ahead and we'll turn off the engines here. So I guess the engines are on, aren't they? That's okay, we shouldn't have any problem. We'll go ahead and open the door here. Close it. No, oops. Wrong button. Oh well, I guess we can turn the engines off. There we go. There is an option actually to exit to the side. Closed door. Alright, perfect. Whew. Animations are a bit janky there. So as you can see in the future, this area here is going to be used. There's essentially a laser plate array sort of thing that chops up the pieces, and they're going to get sucked up into the little entryway here, whatever, turned into little scrap cargo pieces. And then you can take them down and sell them either for scrap or as RMC. I guess we'll have to see when it gets fully implemented what we get out of it. But for right now, yeah, we can just pop right into here. The ground entrance here. We'll take these little elevators. And this will take us right up to the commons. Just head off to the right here, and there's our commons little exercise area there. Looks like they've got a yoga session or something going on there. All the hard-working people at Microtech here. And then we can just go straight through this central pavilion area. Howdy. And right up past another one of the globes or whatnot, and right to the TDD. And from there, we'll just go ahead and sell our salvage. We'll use the Drake Vulture option. There we go. And we've got recycled material composite. We'll sell one of those for 7.69. We've already made back the amount of money that it took us to take the mission with extra. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll go over here to Center Mass, where we should be able to sell the weapons and missiles that we stripped off of there as well. Well, they do really have a thing for lots of those globes sitting around. Okay, we'll go ahead and sell these, and we'll go from Drake Vulture. There we go. And we can go ahead and sell these. Ooh, 3.2 thousand for that cannon. Very nice. So that's netted us another 6.4. And then we can go ahead and sell the missiles. These are actually really, really cheap. Only 8 alpha UEC a piece. Almost not even worth taking those. So all told, we've made 6.4 from the sale of the weapons, and then we've made another 6.69 or so from the sale of the salvage, making our profit approximately 12.5 alpha UEC. Actually, it's actually closer to 13. So I'm quite happy about that, and obviously it's not going to break the bank. We'll fill up the bank very quickly. But if you've got a vulture and you just need those quick starting missions, that's something that you can do relatively quickly and easily. And of course you can string multiples of those together and make a little bit more salvage. once you get into the to the bigger missions now, where you get the the 20,000 buy-in or whatever, you've got the option to make a lot more. Alright, well that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you enjoyed it or found it informational or useful, go ahead and hit that like button down below and consider subscribing. I'll see you all next time. Take care everyone. Ta-ta.